Nobody comes close to Adolf Hitler. One man, responsible for the deaths of millions of people, for turning the entire world upside down and changing the course of human history. It took the resources of the entire globe to stop him. One man. He dominated the hearts and minds of the German nation and catapulted them into infamous history. He did all this through the ancient arts of the occult. When he lifted the spear of destiny, he knew that he held the course of human history in his hands. When he spoke to his nation, he used magical techniques hidden from the majority of people and yet as powerful as ever. Many in the world claimed that Adolf Hitler was possessed by the spirit of the ancient god Moloch. Many prophesied that he would bring destruction on a massive scale. The Bible said the Antichrist would rule for 7 years, that he would appear to be ordinary and could be lost in a crowd. No wonder that many pointed the finger at Hitler as the embodiment of the Antichrist. Adolf Hitler and his strange Nazi team went over to the dark side and were engulfed in the most evil energy that exists in the universe. This is the story of Adolf Hitler, pure evil. It wasn't always this way. Hitler wasn't born evil. He actually had good intentions, a sense of decency and righteousness. He loved to paint, he cared for others, for animals. So what happened? He came to life in 1889 in Austria to devout Catholic parents, Alois Hitler and Clara Pölzl. His mother was in fact the niece of his father, who had, through his influential contacts, managed to get a papal annulment for his second marriage. The family moved around before settling in Linz, and young Adolf was sent to the Realschule there. One of his classmates was the later well-known philosopher Ludwig Wittgenstein. Although he appeared to be a gifted student, he dropped out of school following the death of his father in 1903. He moved to Vienna in 1905 with the dream of becoming a career in fine arts. He was rejected twice. Then in 1907 his mother died from breast cancer and suddenly Adolf had no financial support. At the age of 21, by 1910, Hitler was living penniless on the streets of Vienna. 3 years later he moved to Munich, where he was arrested for failing to turn up for military service. He was examined by a doctor and deemed unfit for service. However, World War I broke out and Hitler petitioned King Ludwig II of Bavaria for permission to serve in the military. His request was granted. He served as a runner, seeing action in France and Belgium. He was decorated twice for bravery. Following the end of the war, Hitler stayed in the military and returned to Munich to live. But things were not going to be calm. Political crisis was sweeping across Germany, and Kurt Eisner of the USPD declared Bavaria a free state and overthrew the 700-year-old ruling elite.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?